phones on the boat, and we had to wait at the boat launch for them to come and pick them up, including Javon. I mean, Javon left his phone on our boat.
Yeah, Javon.
Including Javon. Javon left his phone on their boat. That's according to them. That's not what Javon said.
Javon is one of the guys in the friend group.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Javon's a friend of mine, friend of ours. Like, not as tight as Nolan. Javon's in the class under me in school, and he's a friend of mine. But just like a lot of our other friends, Javon's our friend. He left.
All right, let's get to the purpose of this video, guys. Let's get to the purpose of this video. Javon did not like those comments, guys. In fact, Javon has clapped back. And this is what he said. He pretty much called these guys liars. And he said, bro, y'all need to stop it. It's sick. Why would Javon say that? He's basically calling them a liar. Well, this is, it's not like we didn't, already say that they were some damn liars. But what do you guys think about this? I feel like Javon may start to remember some things. Not only Javon, there's going to be plenty of people that's going to start to remember stuff. Because why did they have to lie and say, well, Javon left his phone on the boat as well? Javon, he's still living. The Nolan Wells case is getting ready to break. Listen, we stand on their necks, okay? We are stand on their necks. Somebody is going to break. Somebody going to not get guilty, but somebody is going to start to remember some things relatively soon. Relatively soon. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Diamond Too Real, and I am coming to you live on this beautiful Saturday night. Listen, I want to get straight into this because we got some things to get into. The Nolan Wells case is blowing up, honey. It is going down. YouTube is on fire. If you watch YouTube and you see what's going on, you know what I'm saying is true, honey. They are making videos between Willie D, Trent, Too Loud, Don Lemon, Nancy Grace, and we ain't even gonna talk about Officer Tatum, honey. They cameras are hot right now, okay? They chargers are hot. Everything they need to record is hot right now because they are dropping videos, information. People are coming up with all types of scenarios. And these boys are meanwhile doing interviews, and it is going down. So listen, my main question is, why did they initially think to call the lifeguard? That's what I want to know. That if I'm missing a piece to this, okay? If you know, drop it down in my comments and straighten me about it. Let me know what's going on because there's so much information going on. You don't know who to believe, what to believe. Let me know if you have heard why they initially called the Coast Guard, okay? And not when the boat was sinking, but when they called the mama. Now, they've been focusing on them calling the Coast Guard and Sea-Tow when the boat was so-called sinking. But when the boy called the mama, okay, he said he called the Coast Guard. And I'm like, if your friend is missing, why would your first thought be to call the Coast Guard? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. And it's like, what made them think initially that Nolan was missing? if Nolan refused to get on that boat and told him that he was staying back with a girl and it got late because they called the mom at like 11 something, which is late for a weekend like that. And let's be real, this is the last weekend before this boy was going to like football camp. So in my mind, I'm like, maybe Nolan did turn up a little bit, all right? Okay, if he stayed back with the girl and it's like 11 o'clock, what would make them panic enough that they would call the mom, hey, honey, that they would call the mom and like inquire if she's seen him? I can see if it was like the next day or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I understand his car was out there, but 11 o'clock is not that late, okay? And to call somebody mom, like I would think that would be like real late. Like if that car was still out there the next day, all right, then I start inquiring. But just a couple hours, few hours or whatever. So for them to call the mom and say, okay, we think Nolan may be missing. Give me one moment. All right, I'm back. So for them to call the mom and say, we think Nolan is missing, or like what caused them to have that initial concern? And then what would make him think, okay, I need to call the Coast Guard because like he might be in the water somewhere? That's not normal to me. I would think maybe he with the chick. I'd be like, shoot, he about to go to football camp this week. He done met the little chick. All right, they probably, doing something together. So that's my question. My other big question, and it has been from the very first interview that they have done, all right? I looked at the clothes. Okay, I understand you don't want to put on a suit and tie when you do an interview, but you would think that if you take something this serious, you would want to dress accordingly for people to take you serious if you're telling the truth. I feel like the whole outfit, the caps, like they about to go fishing, like they just on the boat. Even the interview, the first interview with the lawyer was included. What he had on, it's like they're trying to put this image out there that they want us to judge them by, like these normal everyday country boys or boys that be on the water, something like that. That's my question. And they did it with the lawyer. The lawyer even dressed like them. And then the second interview, the lawyer had on a suit. So it's a lot going on, right? So this last interview that the boys did with Officer Tatum, one of the boys said that the friend Javon left his phone on their boat. And Javon came out and said, no, he did not leave his phone on the boat. Javon said his phone was placed on the boat. He said he rode with family and friend and his parents. So remember when it first came out, the very first video where they say, where it was supposed to be Nolan saying, give me back my fucking phone. And remember the friend came back out, Javon came out and said, no, that was him arguing, saying, give me back my fucking phone. Now, the boys are saying that Javon left his phone on the boat. Javon comes out and say, no, y'all lying. He say, stop lying because it's sick. He say, my phone was put on that boat. So it's like, it's a lot going on, and I really think that they hired Trump's lawyer because Trump's lawyer is an expert in covering bullshit up. He was the same lawyer for the black girl that got killed in Africa, where they say she committed suicide. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing, are they really going to sue all these content creators? That's what I want to see. I want to see, because they're doing a lot of threatening. That lawyer that had a hat on does a lot of threatening. And he said, if you lied on them, we going to get you in court. Now, Bart, where is Bart? Bart hasn't done an interview yet, as far as I know.